What's going on, guys? I'm Rich here, bringing you the post-game video for the Liberty Bowl between Texas A&M and West Virginia. Final score: Texas A&M 45. Yep, and West Virginia 37. West Virginia had a lot of blown coverage in the first half, and those led to the A&M points. Second half, West Virginia did not seem like the same team. Skylar Howard really did not play very well. A lot of overthrown balls that were pretty much wide open passes. That really hurt us. I believe that we could have had touchdowns on those drives, but we had to settle for field goals. And with a good team like A&M, you're not going to be able to beat a team like that with just field goals. West Virginia did have a defensive turnover, which was a pick six by KJ Dillon. And besides that, in the second half was just terrible. They act like they brought out a defense, act like they brought out a whole nother team on the field. Second team. They need to act like themselves. But give it up to Coach Sumlin, and that offense and that defense too. I mean, they played tough. They played better than what they were expected to play. The freshman quarterback is going to be an all-star for A&M, and I look forward to seeing him hopefully not play West Virginia again, but in his college career, as long as he stays out of trouble and stays healthy. And I wish the best luck for that team. And A&M, they had West Virginia and A&M. If you look at their seasons, they had up and down roller coaster ride. Both of these teams, West Virginia might not have been picked, even close, but after that A&M butt whooping they put on South Carolina, everybody was talking. Oh, A&M, the quarterback being the trophy or Heisman Trophy winner. How good is this team? And how good can they be? Can they beat Alabama? Can they beat teams like that? And West Virginia, after their first showing against Alabama, it was a loss, but it looked more, legit. West Virginia, coming into the season, nobody gave West Virginia even a chance to even get close to Alabama. Only lost to them by 10 points. Now, A&M, West Virginia did have a big win in the season, which was in October, and beating Baylor, but A&M had the closest win. That carried over. The defensive line, or the defense, I guess they were tired of getting people saying, oh, they suck, they're not very good, they'll give up a bunch of yards. But they made West Virginia not be able to run the ball. They made him one-dimensional and put pressure on Howard and made him throw bad passes. And that's what ultimately won this game. I can't blame it on Howard. This is only his second start. I did wish that he would, have better accuracy. He did get popped in the mouth, but, they said it was, roughing the passer and not helmet to helmet. And it looked like helmet to helmet to me, but I'm not arguing. I guess you get what you get. Now, the first time, the safety, this senior safety, God, I can't remember his name. Sorry about that. But when he came over and hit that, it looked less intense than what the helmet to helmet on the quarterback looked like, and he got ejected out of the game. So, I don't know. But they're late in the second half, roughing the punter happened, and that led to A&M points, which, really hurt. West Virginia had opportunity upon opportunity to, after being up by a touchdown, to, keep it going and put up more points, There's a lot of blown coverages, no outside containment on the busted play where, Allen ran out and scored a touchdown, and, those plays hurt, and, it's been a rough season. West Virginia's had up and down. A&M has too. But today, A&M was better. Now I want to talk about this, and I don't. I wasn't really upset about it. And by you turning my voice, you probably know what I'm talking about. The coach or the player who broke his neck or whatever his name. I think his name was Robertson or something. I don't know his name, but he hit West Virginia players twice. And I'm glad Kevin Sumlin. The thing is, Sumlin knows what he's doing. He's getting these good recruits, and A&M's going to make a run at the SEC every year. They're getting the people in there, and they know what they're doing. They recruited that quarterback out of USC, Arizona, Arizona State, all these big schools out west, they recruited this quarterback to come all the way play at A&M, and I mean, you got to come in these people's backyards to take their talent, and that's what A&M did. Plus, recruiting out of the great state of Texas in football is a big hand, and they don't play Texas talent all the time. You play mostly Florida talent, in the SEC, but that's something to change it up to see. The Texas football. Here in the last couple of years have, reigned a little bit better than Florida football. I know I probably get some hate on that because there's a lot of West Virginia players that are from Florida. Just speaking in the SEC, there's something about that you're not, they don't get to see all the time. They get to see the fast kids from Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Alabama, these kids that are really good. They see those all the time, but they don't get to see the big offensive linemen, defensive linemen from the great state of Texas, playing again in the ACC. So I hope A&M the best, and I hope that kid, the quarterback, gets his head on straight, don't turn into a Johnny Manziel, and I think he'll be all right, and pushing that program forward. Not saying that Johnny Manziel was bad in the college, but he had a mouth on him, that shouldn't be having the mouth on him. But I guess that is what it is. But it's a rough season, a rough loss. We had chances and opportunities, like I said, and we weren't able to. That offensive line for A&M, though, that's like offensive defensive line university, man. If you're a big guy, I don't know any other school where you want to go, to have such a productive career in college as A&M. Maybe Wisconsin on the offensive line also. Oh, excuse me, on the offensive line also. But I just, someone knows what he's doing. A&M's going to bounce back next year and, probably be pretty good. West Virginia, on the other hand, that defense should be pretty tough next year. And, the offense is going to have to wake up and step up and have some playmakers next year because we're losing a lot of them. We still have our 1,800 backs, our running backs, but, we got to be able to find other playmakers besides Alford and White. We're losing Trickett also. So, have to wake up and grow up here next season and hopefully, it's going to be a tough season playing 5 away games and only 4 home games. But see how that goes in the Big 12. Big 12's a good conference anyways. Oklahoma's not looking like a very good showing right now, but they're getting embarrassed. But why I'm making this. But that's really about it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're an A&M fan, I wasn't here to bash your team, and, I didn't, I said that it'd be a 3-point game. You guys beat us by 8. It wasn't too big of a thing. I don't even know what the spread was on this game, but A&M's got it. That whole culture, the 12-man, they're pretty fun to watch, and he keeps on, and they keep on putting out talent like they do every year, and I think they'll be all right. But, West Virginia has to, get ready for 2015. Got to replace those playmakers in the recruiting and hope for the best for both of these teams. Neither of them really stood out to be, a standout team. None of them actually got to break out. In my honest opinion, I'm not saying this because I'm a West Virginia fan. If it wasn't for the blown turnovers, West Virginia might have ran away with it in the first half. Second half, though, was all A&M. Thing is, A&M switched. They changed. They switched. They game planned better in the second half than what West Virginia did, and that's what ultimately won the game. You just look at it and you're like, wow, what a big drop off in the second half. West Virginia, from putting up, I think, like 27 points in the first half to only having 10, I think. So, that's kind of a big drop off. But, maybe more than 10. But, A&M pretty much dominated. They started getting the run game going. They got the big backs. They got the little back that keeps his balance. You know, like, hey, he don't even look like he's been touched. You know, he has such good balance. And, you know, so, you know, wrapping up, you know, kind of a disappointing season for West Virginia, but, you know, it's kind of, we did make it to a bowl game. We did beat Baylor. I don't know how much that's honestly going to look on paper. We still have the same record as we did 2 years ago, losing to Syracuse and now losing to A&M. Now, A&M's honestly a better team than what Syracuse was. But just Horace has not been, you know, doing so great in the bowl games, and I don't know what the future's going to hold. This video is already going over 10 minutes, guys, so sorry for me rambling here. If you stayed here this long, I appreciate it. But that's really about it. Mountaineer signing out. Peace.